Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. It's Ariane from Makeup With Me. Today we're going to be going over drugstore eye makeup. Everything that I reviewed that I loved in regards to eye makeup, primers, mascaras, liners, shadows, we're talking, and brows. Let's not get it twisted. We're going to go over that today. So I'm going to do a couple of quick demos. I want it to be fast and easy. I want to explain kind of why I picked what I picked, why I hate what I hate. Some of them are awful. A lot of them are great. So I want to just break it down really easy, really simple for you. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do this eye in really a short amount of time with really not a lot of money, and you'll look great. So let's get ready. Let's do it. Okay, so drugstore eyes are gonna woo you and wow you. I honestly was so surprised at how much so many items crossed over to look like department store items. I'm just gonna get right into it. We'll talk about products as we go. The thing that I think I led with the whole month started with this product. It's so good. I like it so much, and I think I'm so surprised by it because, sorry, my fuzzies are like on the prowl. I liked it so much because it, honest to goodness, is exactly like I don't know if I can say it, a MAC paint pot, which is the eyeshadow primer I've used for a million years. Color Tattoo Metal eyeshadow primer. I like to use my finger on these. Don't know if that's normal. Don't know if you want to do it. I think I get way more color payoff if I do it like that. So even though I'm going to use some shadow sticks that are really long wear, I still like to put a primer underneath it that's made to like really not crease. So I like to use, and I use my finger every time I use these. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I like the way it wears. I like the application. I got one that, in fact, I don't even remember what color I got. I'll tell you in a little. I like that it's nude color. It's got a little frost to it. It's nothing major. Your finger will blend it down so fast. The cool thing about using something like that's nude is that anything you put on top of it will go on as it's supposed to. So if I put purple on top of this, it'll look purple. If I put brown on top of this, it'll look brown, yada, yada, yada. See it? Got it? Love it. Awesome. I think I'm gonna cut bangs again. What do you think? Okay, so I go from my lash line all the way up to my brow bone. So that way anything I put on top of it will stay put. I don't want to take it only to my crease because by doing that, where's the brush? By taking it only to my crease, by taking it only to your crease, as soon as you get any kind of as soon as you start to put any color on it whatsoever, you may see the line where your primer stops. So when you use a neutral color, really easy to use, I say take it from your lash line to your eyebrow. Make sense? So next I'm using the Scandalized eyeshadow pencils. I love these so much. They promise, is it 24 hour or one of them? I use two. I use a NYX one and I use a Scandalized. One of them promises a million hours of wear. They really both work great. I'm using the white. It's going to look kind of crazy, but this is what I'm going to do. And I literally draw right onto my skin. I'm going to go right under my brow. It's going to look so bad. Done. JK. But I'm going to show you how I blend it. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows very last. So 2 lines. So crazy. I look like I'm from Dr. Seuss. But again, using my finger. This is like the best kind of makeup for people that don't have a ton of time. You're traveling. You don't want to pack palettes and all these things. You can make it look so bad. You don't want to pull a crazy amount. I do a lot of patting and then just a little bit of pulling. And it honestly might look a little bit crazy still once you've blended it to where you want it. What I like though is that I let it look a little crazy. Once you get everything done, it comes together every time. And again, this is not the way I do my makeup every day. This is drugstore month. This is drugstore eye picks. I want to utilize these the best way that I can to be efficient, to be time efficient. They're cost efficient. And so I'm into these a lot. So even just that by itself, my brow bone's highlighted. It looks pretty. It looks soft. I don't have a brow. It's making me nuts, but I'm going to do it last. So I've got my primer on. I've got my highlighter on. Really, actually, let's do one more thing for fun. On the inside corner, do a little bit of that white. Blend it around with your fingertip a little bit. It'll just brighten your eyes up a little bit. Next, I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and I'm going to put it right on top of my primer, my eyelid primer, and I'm going to draw it right on. This is just a great everyday eyeshadow. You totally can wear it out evening. I'm going to darken it up just a little bit at the end. So it's got a little bit frosty, which I like. I'm going to use my finger and just blend it around a little bit, warm it up just a skosh. Again, nothing major. I'm not doing a lot of pulling. And I like it because it's a little bit petally. We've got 2 pencils on, jumbo eyeshadow pencils. Last but not least, I'm going to use my darkest color. It's the Scandaleyes eyeshadow stick. I think these ones are 24-hour. I really like them. So I'm going to get really close to my mirror for 1 second. I'm going to do like a little rounded V. See, so that's what it looks like. It looks so weird. I know. So you do a little bit across the bottom and then right up into your crease. I know it looks so weird. Even right now I'm like, what? But they're really soft. The cool thing, I'll be honest with you, the difference between the Scandaleyes and the NYX ones, NYX, whatever you call it, are that the Scandaleyes ones are softer. These ones are a little bit like, even when I'm putting this on, it's like really smooth, really, really soft. So it's really easy to blend these with your finger. The NYX ones are just a little different. So I actually do prefer the Scandaleyes, but I'm not anti the others. So using my finger, I'm going to just pat it a little bit. I am going to grab an eyeshadow brush just to soften up the crease a little bit. Just using a 224 from MAC. I know it's not Drugstore. I'm so sorry. I don't know where those are. I'm just going to soften the crease. So there's nothing on my brush whatsoever. Stuff is so soft. So if you push too hard, you're going to blend a lot of it away. I already feel like I've blended a lot of it away. I think a look that I actually do a lot too is to use the dark all over my lid. I'll do that in a different video, but where you do your whole lid, it's like a reverse smoky eye where you put the dark all over your lid and then the light as you go up. So I used everything but the orange on my hand, used my finger, mostly my finger. And that's what we're dealing with in regards to eyeshadow. What I like is that it looks really soft and really blended. My crease, I mean, I know that it still looks a little bit crazy. I don't have my brows on, and once I get my brows on, it'll look very normal. But I do like the fact that it's so fast. And if I wasn't yapping my way through it, it would have gone faster. You draw it on, you freaking blend it out, done. So we're going to move on to eyeliner. I'm going to use this is one of my favorite things from the whole Drugstore month, the Maybelline Master Kajal. It's the weirdest eyeliner. It literally is like a pointed solid, but it's not a pencil and it's not a liquid. I'm going to use my little handy mirror here, and I'm going to go right underneath my lash line. So it thickens up your lash line. I haven't done any mascara, but I noticed that when I don't do this, I can see my lashes a lot more, my lash line a lot easier. So we've got shadow sticks on. We've got eyeliner, both on the tight line and the top line. Mascara. I wish I could say questions, but I can't hear you. So we're going to move on to brows, my absolute favorite. I was shocked to find what I found when I bought 2 brow products. I bought the NYX, NYX, don't know what everyone calls it, the push-up brow for your eyebrow. Was really excited about it. And I bought the Sonia Kashuk brow definer. It actually comes in a plastic package, so if you go to Target looking for this, you're not going to see it like this. You're going to see it in a plastic package. I just threw it away because I'm going to keep this forever. I'll be honest. Hated the push-up eyebrow. I'm going to show you why it looks awesome. Why it looks awesome is that it's 2-sided. It's a lot like the Anastasia one, which I love. One side of it has this really cool highlight that you can put under your brow. I'm all for that. What I hated was the brow side, the actual side that you would use to draw on your brows. It's so dry of a pencil that trying to put it on hurts to pull it across your face. It's not very soft. It's not very forgiving. It is just the most user, like look at, I'm like pressing and I'm not even, like I'm really pressing hard and it hurts. So honestly, too much work. Doesn't even look pretty. I finally got it to look like it was supposed to, and it still didn't look good. So I hate it. I think it's awful. I would never recommend it to anybody. The concept is awesome. I love the concept. I hated the actual product. Sonia Kashuk, you wooed me, you won me. I love a good brow. The brow definer makes it really, really easy to do your brows because it's so soft. So I'm going to just fill my brows in. I'm going to do tutorials later down the road of how to do it, where to start, where to finish. I'm just going to fill my brow in, kind of fast forward through it, just so you can kind of see what I'm using. We'll talk more about like how I think you should do it, where you, again, your arch, blah, blah, blah. So if anyone asks like, wait, why aren't you talking about it? I'm going to. I just want to get through and kind of show you what I'm using. So I'm going to fill my brow in. Okay, so I just do it like that. I kind of follow. I like it to look a little bit hairy. That's so weird. Like that's words have never come out of my mouth. I like it to look a little bit hairy, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a mascara one with no product on it, and the brow gel I'll show you to kind of separate it. So it looks a little bit drawn on right now. I totally know. Love it, like it. I'm going to use a little mascara wand all by itself just to separate it. I'm really, there's a brow gel that you could use that's off that I'm going to talk about in one sec. But in the off chance that you're like, I hate brow gel, I'm just going to use a mascara one. You really could use a makeup brush too. And I just brush them up just so they look a little bit more natural. If you're someone that ever goes, oh my gosh, I hate that my eyebrows look drawn on so I don't fill them in, this is a great way for you to not feel like they look so fake and it look a lot more hairy, the way I like it on my eyebrow. So I'm going to go back through just in case. You can totally do it. Right underneath where I just filled my brow in with the highlighter that I used. Last but not least, my favorite, I saw 27,000 commercials about this and never, always wanted to try it, never did. Now I'm using it. I really do like it. My only complaint, it's called Maybelline Brow Drama. I did a post on it. I love it. I really like it. My only complaint about it is that I feel like sometimes I'm not getting as much product as I want out. It's got a tiny baby brush that looks kind of like a spider. It stresses me out. And I bought it in clear. You can buy it color. I didn't want to deal with it. I want my color to come from my pencil. And it goes without saying, your eyebrows are very different. This one is usually my problem brow. Today I feel like this one is. It's very hard to make them look identical. So the more you try, the more you're going to frustrate yourself. So don't. Just embrace them for their differences. You can make them look nice, but you probably won't get them to look identical. So yeah, my verdict on Brow Drama by Maybelline, really like it. I'd be a little bit leery of the dark brow colors just because after one swipe of it, you might feel like, oh my gosh, like it's way more than you like. It's just a lot darker than you thought. So I didn't mess with those. Like I said, I like my color to come from the pencil that I'm using. And then I like something like this just to kind of follow it up with. Makes sense. And then lastly, just because here we are, I'm going to show you how I would tie up this eye. I'm going to use the same Scandalize brown that I used on top and use it across my lash line on the bottom. Cool, you can kind of use it as an eyeliner too. These are so soft, so you really don't need a lot. But remember, I talked about how you blend it with your fingers. You can use the Maybelline Master Kajal on your waterline too. Just might move a little bit, especially if you've got watery eyes. This is not probably what you want to do. Whew. So it's like a little way to smoke everything out by pulling that shadow across the bottom, that shadow pencil. And then for the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and just do a teeny tiny little coat of mascara on the bottom, the tiniest amount. Okay, so I think that about covers it. I hope that helps you understand a little bit of a breakdown of Drugstore Pics this month, why I love it, why I don't. I always feel like it helps to see a little bit of how other people use a product. It helps me understand how it works for me. But my definite landslide winners are the Maybelline Paint Pot, I shouldn't call it that, the Maybelline Color Tattoo, excuse me, eyeshadow primer. I'm obsessed with this. I want to buy it in every shade. If I ever do your makeup, the chances of me using it is high. The Sonia Kashuk eyebrow pencil, so soft, so easy to use, so inexpensive. And honestly, there are two drugstore pencils that I will not name that seem just like this. and this is 3 times less the cost of that. And then the Scandalize eyeshadow pencils. Easy, so soft, so easy to use. When you're traveling and you need your makeup bag to go from this size to this size, add those to it, you'll love it. All that being said, thanks so much for watching. If you have questions, write them below. If you try out the look that we did today or something similar using any of these products, tag me. I wanna see how this works for you, what you hated, what you loved. And then follow me on Instagram. My blog's makeupwithme.org. And yeah, hit me up. Let's be friends. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.